City Radio 105.7. This program is sponsored by Kino Computers and Ella Rain Vesture.
Memamunyina mwadro anwumre adeba APTV and radio 105.7 kasafide so no nsi abremo kase ebo ebre na so ya de asese yamman yi mu ne amanhodo so yakekese ani se kase ebo amede ebesumwo anwumre sabno de edi mu akotene bi eni yamman pani so da ne ajepa so obeka se shai osudoku Mensi nemo aibaya sabia e wo hon wo mo bom mo homode pa Sanso na NPP amanyokuo no de sobo obo abanye wote so se wa heda en watu nani adiasi abandada ne mu mpanimfo so kyekere wo mo Afei ECG one way adwuma wom kankan wo mo e wo district mpanimfo ne ade no yesi se de Wanu mu etikeka esanse wanu mu dwumadi a won mu di no so afo hwe Agyemang hoden sam so se enso nani Aban no enam ye mampani abedi ekire so se de keep 3 points nkronkro ne miamia ahodo wo nyina no wo ma declare se ho ye marine protected area nkyiremu no medeba somo ye nkase ni mo Afufro bika ye ho ade de somo se eno asia bremu kase wo ko news.apmedia.gh.com online stories nyina go sanso na ye Facebook and YouTube handle ni APTVGH TikTok Instagram na X intentefide no so ye APmedia_GH medine boss lady Afia Agyemang Ashen Power Faith Ministries of Openi aya Dr. Kokudazi Ephraim Nenchechere nkwaje kwan emu no watchen ability to see yakwasiada no pebia no nso no wode mayen na emu no wachira yense enipa bi ehwe abrofo no a mo kire se omo ene de krisosum eba ebibrem ha do so ene de sum nyame bu okro mutumi ka se omo abrofo no mo de bai no kwase se wukọ mo krom ho asore no kro mo nkọ no mo konso adon hwere ba ko mienu bi no ma pa akotena te no mo fie ebi mo nso kasa abrofo no mo de nyame so bai no mo ade sade ye befa nkwaso mo Dr. Ephraim ene ebi anima ye hu se omo abrofo no mo bai no na kire se omo ya asomafo keke ono mo nya omo na kofa kristosom ede bai ye kristosom de free Israel memo ene koba ya ba Europe ho ma ono mo so de bi esane ebre ye nya se wo mo de kofa bai ye nti se omo mu bi eba bedi bone na ebi mo so ba edi nyame se mbre ye ye se twere kronkron no enu mu ne ye hwe na ye de sum nyame na emum enya abrofo no mo de ba ye omo mo abrabo no ene se ye hwe so de sum nyame
ade bie wa kire se enipa pi enim nyame eye abrofo a ye de omo ye nhweso ema nyamesom se wo de abrofo eye nhweso ma nyamesom a unim nyame wo yemfom so kase ba ewo mu se eye abrofo ena de asempa no bra bibifo ewa bibre mu de enso so yemfom so se wo de abrofo nyina ebeye nhweso esanse enya abrofo nyina ena de asempa no bra bibifo na ye nipa kakra bia enu nti na yemfom so se odi abrofo nyina be ye nhweso ama nyamesom abrofo a ye de wo ye nhweso ema awurade nyamesom no na eyemfom so a ye nananom eyeye Omufa abrofo nyina aye nhwesode ema Awurade nyame tumfo so. Eye omadwen pokra se nyame som de eye abrofo de a. Woma hunu abrofo no a wo mo de asempa no bre wo mo no se na wo mo ye asomafo kage. Nyame sam no eko abrofo no nchen wo abrochire efre Israel. Said ye ba wo mo so nchen e wo bibre mo no. Esanse na ye nananom enim ngoma na wan kasa entumi ankenka Bible ninti wo fa abrofo se wo mu ye nyamesom enhweso esanse na ye nananom enim ngoma na wo mo ankasa entumi ankenka Bible ninti eno wo fa abrofo se wo mu ye nyamesom enhweso no se na onim ngoma ena wo mo ankasa tumi kenka Bible ena omo bom paye kire Awurade nyame se on kire omo kwan a anka omo di Bible no ena be ye nhweso anka omo ndi abrofo achi ewa nifraye mu.
Dr. Ephraim Twaso mayehu se wo pe nhweso de amakristo somu a eye Yesu Kristo ena sasa ye hwe so ne bra obebo ye ewasase so sene wo si eba no anya bone da no ono de sase ye hwe de so na ye Kristo so mabrabo etumi egina na emom enye ono a ono de asam no eba bibrem ha na sase ye hwe no so na nneema bi ye no ye hwe so ede so nyame wo se no e kire nte ase nipa pi enim ewo Kristo so mo
Esanse abrofo sempakafo ene di asempa no bre ebibifo nti no ebibifo binum egusuara edi abrofo eye nhweso ema Awurade nyamesom se ye di abrofo achi wanifraye mu aye ebibifo pi mfomso abesi nei seba Awurade nyame tumfo esom ehwa adie biara abrofo beye wo mo nsori mo no sa na bibifo binum so beye wo mo nsori no wo mo nhwehwem emfiri Bible mo se sa de no ne kwan so a se nipa eti sa no kenkan Bible a anka wo mo bedi nyame nhihye ye achi ne momnye nipa dasani wo apamfoforo yi mo yi nhweso papa obetumi di ahweso edi asom Awurade nyame eye Awurade Yesu Kristo na oye nyame a oba asase so se nipa da se obekire adasama ekwan pa ye faso edeso onu ne sese ye de ne ye nhweso de enya abro nipa tuntumfo pi edi abrofo achi ewa nifrae mu na abrofo kura atopi so didia
we action power faith ministries of Penny Dr. Kokudazi Ephraim no na ya twaso san from one na ya mampani apa de jumede bi ho entoma ya no ya free primary healthcare program a medical chire modada se wono mu ebekọ ayasabia district ne polyclinic health centers ni anteno wono mu fasika bia enkwode yan se obekuta wo Ghana card chire se wo ye Ghana ni wetumi dia kwaje wo ho ayarehwe bi no mu a eno eye asase de na ya mampani pa jumede no ho ntoma no okodi juma yi wo Shai Osudoku district hospital ye no ewododowa wose wo Shai Osudoku fo adwuma na wo mo eye na emfinhia be enan ye toatoa so ni wono munya wo ba bia waba wo so na wabe firi mu na kire se maternal death bia ni wa akoso 4 years muni wo Shai Osudoku ho ema World Health Organization for kra aba wono mabaso na ye mampani kire se ye nyina ka bomu ma ye hu se wo mo ba adwuma power ya sabia ho 2016 ene ye mampani so no agina ne tumi so na okoko bie ya sabia ya no a edi dwuma be simpempenso a ye kase ya ombo mo ho modwen ekonenim mampani ekire ho hia sa ya rehwe ne ya resansam de dan ye mani tumi ben nipa enintinu akofa sa ne program ya ba ebehwe nipa famekwa.
In the first place, I'm happy that we're launching it here at the Shai Osudoku District Hospital. For those of you who don't remember, 10 years ago, on 4th April, in my former incarnation as president, I commissioned this hospital, and I'm happy to note that the hospital is still doing very well. It is one of the best kept hospitals. The CEO is here. Aiko is one of the best kept hospitals, and it has gained global fame beyond the borders of Ghana. It won consecutively safe motherhood, zero maternal mortality and infant mortality for several years. And so, because of their reputation, they are victims of their own success. People come from outside their catchment area, from as far as Eastern region, to come and either deliver here or seek medical assistance here. So to all the staff, I say Aiko for the great work you're doing, medical director and all your staff, Aiko, well done. We hope you continue to maintain the standard that you have, and we hope that all health facilities in Ghana will come and emulate the example that you have set.
Shai Osudoku District Hospital, ye Wododowa, and Yaman Penny Eba one Mabaso, Abra, what pound of Jimmy, dear friend of free primary health care program, no home and Soma Ewo. Na NPP and your queen near TSC, Yera Henry, Nana Bochin, and a B, a national organizer, Dema, Amanyuko, or Snuko Krukokesi. Na one more actressa, says, no, a buying a one more pastor, NDC, a buyer to any DSC, Bandadani Mumpen, Forswa. Watch a wombo sasa semi dom kumani NPP manyuko one more kaka na Yera Henry. Nana Bochin so a day at to subie, say in Chaye, a yadi at one more fan would you so. And as NPP for no, and I send this if one shadapa ploteye, and one would this Agyemang and Chaye Bia, and one more quache Yerabu Bakaya Kubu, Baba Mandro no Sunyane East, and personal so communication officer Bako, Emma Bronya DC Crown, so much Mamnoka said ye, Yama Womobil, one some, and a Yera Henry, Eddie to John, sending in a Bob, no maybe who say NDC for shadapa, and one more you see a security for day, a day at NPP, a penny for no.
If the courts are now being turned into an arena where political victimization will be executed, will be championed, that is serious for our democracy. And we have come a long way. And sometimes I'm surprised that His Excellency the President, who says that he's champion in protecting our rights, our civil liberties, he is the same president so pretending over such unwarranted harassment of political opponents and of people with decent views. Ladies and gentlemen, when the state clothed with prosecutorial authority itself does not seek to curtail the liberty and incarcerate a suspect, what extrajudicial interest does the court have to do so on its own motion? This is judicial overreach. This is the bench executing political instructions from above. This offends the right to personal liberty under Article 14 and free expression under Article 21(1)(a). This is a judge aiding the executive to criminalize free speech and oppress decent views.
We Yera Henry Nana Boache, or no, and it is some way up to Ja na Ochrese and this Yamanyokono Ashade to money. Edi esi womo so a wo ha womo e wakwaniasa dodro no a eso na yeto so e wonsan foforo mu a ECG wodomo adwuma a womo ye e wo mayimo no akwakodru osoafo no na hwe anyinamahoden ensam so odonyamfo John Abdullah Jinapo e wasase amano kasa wo so commencing mensia wodro mu a obadwuma a womo ye ne nso ani district managers ni bi wo munjiji sika na mane nso eninti afene bekwa wiye no na ECG fo sika wo munjiji ye nyina amfa kwemu ebie won so complaints ankrofo de base wo mukromu nkane edundum eniema bi enkoyie no district bi wo ampanimfo na yi wo mani asa ye nya hwemfa ho eno na yera ebu Jinapo ekire se wo mu anhwe yi anhwe obawo so ne ho pa ma kasa institutions bi wo ho anasa soafo di brenim ya nsesan wo ma yi bi afiri mu a ebi betumi asi wo ECG company nim esanse wo mo anhwe ye obeyi bi afrom di bre so anasa obesesa bi mu positions wo mo wo ama obi ani aba ne ho so ni nyina no efa kon befa so a ECG betumi aye adwuma ma na boa yen temamufo no mo dwumade nso atumi akoyie.
There are some negative developments. I also get reports of where in some particular districts there's lethargy. The level of responsiveness is not encouraging. Generally, I know you are doing a good job, but there are some isolated cases where I must be frank, as minister, I'm not happy with. And I've directed your MD to do some exercise there. If it needs that we should shake up, like any organization, we would have to do a shake up. But don't let us get there. You have a duty, you have your work cut out for you. Please, let's do that. You cannot have 100% system where the lights will not go off forever. Even in advanced countries, sometimes there are outages. But the response time ought to be very swift, and the response time ought to be such that when somebody experiences that complaint, you can deal with that. We're also working with them to upgrade your information system and response system, so that when somebody has a problem, you can just send a text message and send a location. And that alone should be enough for your team to move in and deal with the challenges.
Way era John Abdullah Jinapo ono ena kyerese wo yesoafo ya wo hwe anyina mahoden ensam so ewo yemanyemo yekwa ni partner yemo ensam.
This segment is brought to you by King's Home Studios.
Afei yekwa ni partner yemo ensam a yemampani abedieche Professor Nana Opoku Agyemang esi sesede eye Cape 3 point area ho nyina no wo mo declare se eye marine protected area eno no enchiremu a ene se apofofo ya wo mo kwa aposo na se nsomu nam eyi ye no man yimo no empempi no a ya na ewiase empanifo de eba sese wo man bia twa ba bi kakra de to ho na ehwo no ye nkoho yi nam kopem se ye be makwan se mo nkoho saa bia ye ho no ye gya no eno ena fish no ya no mpeso mo wo mo afa afuro na kireze osese o mo gye o ma homa ni ade na ehwo no mo be koro sanse ho no apofofo enkoho no makoha wo mo ebo ma fish no timi wododo no a wo ho nti won mu nyine no na kireze wo mo firi ho ba bia obetumi ayi wo mo ni nyina no eye nhwehwe pa epese edigu akwan mu man so mu nam yi ho nsam o mayi mu kane no won mo wo bre bi ede to ye se close season ti sa close season ne ba na kirese fish no wo mato mo abo na ebi awowo mo de agye omo home ne ade na so sesei no marine protected area na aba no ewo ho no ebetumi abo ma fishes na kwa kogwan de etuemu da eho no mbegye wo ma home ya wowo ho a san so na close season so bekoso awo ho na etumi abo. Professor Nana Opoku Agyemang ye mampani abedi akire ene de sansam hodoi atodwa.
Government has therefore chosen to act boldly, and the marine protected area that we declare today is a critical measure in our national strategy. The protection of this area goes far beyond conserving fish. It secures the ecological foundation on which sustainable fisheries and the communities that depend on them must be built. The selected area covers a carefully delineated zone of just over 703 square kilometers and encompasses 21 coastal communities. Its boundaries have been defined through rigorous scientific assessments and extensive stakeholder consultations.
We aye obenfo Nana Opoku Agyemang Mampani abedi achire eno no and where sansum ya to dwa echire kwa ebefo so na sese nsum nam yetumi abo ho ban na som yankasa ye call aboabo station na wo ho no adwadifo wo no moton nuoma ewo mu no en wo mo kire sese de niema enkoyie ensuo eto kakra bia na abedane nsuyire ewo ho eyira fa wo mo nuoma nyina nti ade ton wa mo to no drum so to brede a wo mo hu so da biara dan so mpanifo ba wo mo ho ebeje to se no ne yede ye oman ne ye eni nti se wo mbetu ato na ensuo bekoso eyira fa wo mo nsu to bre mu di a eni na sese wo madwen a wo mafa eni se to no kro mu ne no matu abiem ko sese aban no ebehwe na wabeye sa haw no de afiri ho se ye gata zibi atuatua se ye drainage ne tese wo mbeye wo ho se de ye o de wo hia ne se aban no abaye ma nsuo no a eyiri fa wo mo niam na afiri ho eba sa de a eto no wo mo betumi ato akoso atua se de se ne fata ohima ya woda edwa no no ohima mercy ene gina dwadefo nyina na mu ede wo mo hawe tu dwa
eto no de e kwa ni mo ne ye wadwiri ye ba wadwiri bi se ye be jai to ni tua kire se adwuma na ne ye no se se remi store mu eniem mi store niam na gumu nyina enso yira asai no atade a ti se force ene gumi fie machine nyina akwa kogu fie because we I ateche ene nsuo no nso a eba no enye nsupa entimi ensa fa mama ha no mo mama meton machine nyina agu fie ama na yeti se force na me de akwa kogu fie enti tuo ne de ye sra ban sa ban ni hu ye mobo no mo de o mo fu o mani me ha de ye ka no se de situation no etie
we ene ohima mercy ya wode adwadifo a wo mo aboabo station no ano eno kire wo mo aka a wo mbidwa wo ho no enso de nsam ne bi eto aso kire hu hia se nka kejetia phase 2 no kura ye wi a enka adwadifo ne bi betumi akọ na wo mo akwakoto madwuma so na enso sense ye nwie ye nti haw no a wo mo tim ha ne no an wo mo tim nti se de eto no a eno mo do boya wo masam se aban na mehwe anye de eto no o mbeja atua
Yes, adwadifo a yewo enkoko ajosu ena nne anopa emoti yenkan. Yes, adwadifo de aban no edema adwadifo se ya asede se ye bia no ye meka yetua ye income tax a na efe no GRA yetua ye daily ticketing yetua ye store licenses a Kyem edema no sa asede no nyina ye se adwadifo lemom ye wo haw kese e wo mpatom ha ye wo ye haw kese ne se aban ne ka se o si dwai amayen na nka wayiyen e de yakodwa kese mu ye ti aban ase se enei ewiase ekonanim enti aban be so ye ade fofo edema ne ekonanim a ye nyina ye de adwen ma aban se onye mayen na sese de ye hu ne se kwakoye asisie kakra na mpanyin se wankasa utima ye yiwa ibone titire ne se ye ha mi gina ye ha uru mi se mi gina ye ensuo twa ensuo a efri aboabo ye fi menhia ye free asawase alaba ha ana ebabefa na ebefa ha ensuo no the water level here no is so huge in such a way say I'm not to ya gina hu and the first ensuo we America nyina entimi fa no ye no contractor no so edika ya adwuma no o meti ase say efi no ho enti why retaining work ese odi ablock sansuo yi America say be nyina no retaining work ese wo ablock sansuo ni nyina enti ye wo drainage place ba ko pe na nsuo ni fam wa ha eni ti so we men sa baby a day nsuo ni level eto within 1 hour 20 minutes aha na beba sambe ya ti afri abusuafo nso ano ne se nsuo ni ba beto akese enti could you imagine say 1 hour 20 minutes ena duru ha eto 2 hours 3 hours e be fra tra ade no ye nipa ena ye adwadifo ena ti dom ha sadwo we ye contractor na oye ni kuma ye mma ne kwa ma ne nyesa enti e be sremo ina se contractor be ba twe me dadie no no de on fa ko bo na dwo na oye ne ho ban na onya gata ne mayen na ya ye ntuti gata no ana se You best not buy a woman who yet the name is about almost about 3,000 shops and a waha. What's the say for the time being because we baby out there of the CA and Intina, you that's waha. You best know, do not so baby here, Nadia could be answer the echo. And now say, Roma contractor no, I don't ye. Now ensure air banning and try fair norma. You are boka. And may a GRA on Faho Kawabo, or Mina Yahweh. Meaning somebody can take photographs or shops Nibimu. Any part of the social no man. Yatia Tifika Ababe shops, no mum yadin.
I dreaded for here one more some would do up to Jaffa Hawa one more and no more. Ewa Bonen and Potamo Hall. You try and want my Agyemang from Cratwell. You buy a Kuja Demo and some.
No kwasam say adwumasua ya ade a se wonsaka obi antumi njim free winsem enonti enei se wopese wotu kwan kwa amanone ana otena oman Ghana mu adwumanya sika gu botom de a mekanfo St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center de amount call na onfa na wotwemienu pe enchrewo caterpillar piloda any forklifter ebo no ewo fom kra ye wo Kumasi Askwa ye ni Askwa police station no any dinhwe mu ye sanso ben Askwa Children's Hospital tafua Akoko Space Junction wa ubetumi afre St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center 0243860810 St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center. We are your last stop.
I welcome you to Kino Computers, your one-stop shop with the perfect tech solution. At Kino Computers, we give you the best deals on quality laptops, phones, and accessories. Whether you're looking for a high-performance laptop for work, a reliable phone for staying connected, or the latest accessories like M.2, SSD, wireless mounts, ergonomic keyboard, and USB adapters to boost your productivity, we've got you covered. We also provide expert repair services as well as nationwide delivery on all our products. Visit us at Adum on the ground floor of the Abanaba Plaza near the Relish Health Shop for unbeatable prices and exceptional service. For more information, call us on 0248 137672. 0248 137672. Kino Computers, beyond your expectations.
For desktops, UPS, toners, and printers galore, Bell Enterprise has got it all, from CCTV cameras to office chairs that keep you in style at affordable prices that will make you smile. For schools, businesses, and individuals alike, we have what you will surely like. Contact us on 0245 099 786, 0245 099 786. Bell Enterprise. Shop with ease. Introducing the Smiling Shark Outdoor Solar Camping Light. A new modern way of lighting up your world. It's a powerful portable lamp with 2 modes of brightness, a strobe light, as well as a flashlight. You can power it through solar charging or Type-C charging. With a built-in high-capacity lithium battery, you can also use it as a power bank to charge up your mobile phone through USB. To purchase one, contact 055 051 5323 or 053 520 3534.
This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy.
Download the AP Media app now at apmediagh.com/app. It is currently available for Android devices. Coming soon to Play Store and App Store. This segment is brought to you by Tizo Aluwex.
no kwasam se adwumasua ya ade a se wonsaka obia ntumi ngem free wonsam eno nti enei se wopese wotu kwan kwa amanone ana otena omanga na mu eye adwuma nya sika gu botom de a mekanfo St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center de amount ko na onfa na wotwemie no pe enkyerɛ wo caterpillar piloda any forklifter ebo no ewo fom kra ye wo Kumasi Askwa ye ni Askwa police station no eni dinhwe mu ye sanso ben Askwa Children's Hospital tafua akoko space junction wa ubetumi afre St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center 0243860810 St Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center, we are your last stop.
I welcome you to Kino Computers, your one-stop shop with the perfect tech solution. At Kino Computers, we give you the best deals on quality laptops, phones, and accessories. Whether you're looking for a high-performance laptop for work, a reliable phone for staying connected, all the latest accessories like M.2, SSD, wireless mounts, ergonomic keyboard, and USB adapters to boost your productivity, we've got you covered. We also provide expert repair services as well as nationwide delivery on all our products. Visit us at Adum on the ground floor of the Abanaba Plaza near the Relish Health Shop for unbeatable prices and exceptional service. For more information, call us on 0248 137672. 0248 137672. Kyem Computers, beyond your expectations.
This segment is brought to you by Tizo Aluwex.
You try what to kwaje ya for enkrato APTV and radio 105.7 kasa video suni wonu jo kase and ogu social media fe wutie no. Ye to so e wo dwadie ensemo ye mampani dada John Agyemang nkofo na wose Ghana economy no ye nhihye ni hie efri Ghana ahyase ye nya efa hodie na nhihye ye mu nyina besi sabre no ye ntoto ye nneoma ye ni nyina no ene se ye ma ban enwuma ne aban hyehye no adi yini agentre ha chen de aka nyina e wa branke sesa ban no epeja no na kyese ankronkro nwumekuo nso so ye boa no mo nso apeja we economy ni mu osesa de nka Ghana ye yie kura ma emebunu bi ene ye so omunya nwuma ye no ko manya dodo no aye sansa ban no nko a entumi mie bi enwuma ma mebunu ne nye eni nti private sector na nkomo nso bema enwuma buso na mebunu nya bia ye no omo na economy no se ne yesi ahyehye ne nti e ka wo mo hye no eni nti sese nya so ehunu bi di free ho na aban no ne ankronkro krokro na be ka wo mo ho bom ne afa ne partnership a o kira senka numpo ebetumi aboa ama enwuma adoso na mebunu ne wo mo wie school ba no o manya ba bia hye.
But into independence somehow, through ideologies that I dare to suggest hadn't been thoroughly examined, and which must have been very strange to here, to Ghana, to our culture, we started moving into state capture. The state wanted to do everything, not allowing what was a proven natural talent of the natives, private sector efforts. They wanted to do state farms, ignoring that the small farmer by himself or herself had managed to farm to become the one producer of the whole world of cocoa. The state moved into state farms to make cocoa, state this, state that, and I was listening to the discussion so far about our Design and Technology Institute. Naturally, is to produce, if you like, the manpower to support industry and entrepreneurship. But so far, we haven't discussed what makes for an entrepreneur, the risk taker. The individual, or if you like, a company that would risk on its initiative to make profits from venture. Ghana, Gold Coast that became Ghana, insisted on the state taking the risk for growing industry onto the state, and it kept the private sector, the individuals who had risked to build the economy even into independence. We took that risk taker out of growing our economy. So it was state farm, state this, state that, leaving out the private sector. And we know the history from independence till the time I got the opportunity to become president of our nation. The private sector hadn't been given opportunity at all. I think in one of the statements I heard, some names were mentioned, like Tata Sian of Tata Breweries.
We a mampani dada ira John Agyemang for at the distance we are to draw. Now ya to also Ghana economy no as say peja na bibie koye no. So for where sika sound so akokasa wa 13th African Fiscal Forum high level. Round table be a course so na wachire say die Ghana economy no niema gina o share 2022 ni 2023 dia we say o my Ghana ekotam na donko bi mo. Na so sense share pa ban a waba foforo di agu akwamu nti free 2025 eba no ya sore e de free am nanimu ma se ye gina ye na so enema ekoye nso e de ema yen wa se ye sidi na tumi agina eno e ya de pa ebe ma ye hunu se oman no epem e de konene wo de sidi no toto dollar no a eno na ma hunu se abanyi ebo adwuma pa.
Ghana's experience over the last 15 months demonstrate that African countries can not only navigate crisis, but obviously be able to harness the opportunities such crises present for reforms. My country faced some very difficult and severe economic crisis since 2022. However, following the implementation of very bold policies and reforms, particularly since January 2025, we have been able to rebuild the macroeconomic fundamentals in record time. Today, I'm proud to say that growth is up, inflation is down, the currency has stabilized, we have recovered the macro. Largely, what we've been able to do last year, for example, we were able to move expenditure, total expenditure on commitment basis as a percentage of GDP from 2022 levels at 22.7% to about 16.6% in 1 year, cutting expenditure by about 6% of GDP in 1 single year. The primary expenditure on commitment basis declined from 18.7% of GDP to about 13.2% all in 1 year. All of this was done without hurting growth. We saw growth, particularly non-oil GDP growth, moving from 6.1% of GDP to 7.6% of GDP. In fact, the central bank was also able to build reserves in record time, where we saw our reserves position moving to about 5.8 months of import cover, from about 4 months of import cover in 1 year. We've seen our debt numbers improving, where our debt to GDP has declined from 61.6% to 44.7%. We've seen the external debt service to domestic revenue declining to about 10%. And we've seen interest payment as a percentage to GDP, to domestic revenue, about 28.8%.
We are Dr. Kesela Tofosen. So for no and share ye sick as some so I will my mono. Ye kwama would also and some.
This segment is brought to you by Desert Solutions.
Ye call Turkey a minor emo. Na etiafo ne yehwefo bedom akaye a medical area to monim anu adano se ukọ Turkey a yese sukuu ba ko ewo adesuani bi a wono afri sukuu nimu a former student wanya 18 years akọ akotututuo ma nyame adomo bi amfri mu de ne so enipa ba dunsia ne echede wo mu prepraye enedue ye bia sesi ewo sukuu ba ko foforo bi eno so ewo Turkey ho a we de yese 14 years old wo 8th grade and as a grade 8 student and wono ede etuo firearms bi mako enum en wo de ko ho ene wo jeje gu mototo pipi ko wiase wono mo e kire se nipa bi ene nam so ya wo mo prepra ya wono akora no asanso afamu ato ananom ewo ensiedo amane bo kire mu a opapa yese kane no ye police officer enti wono ene sesi asem ni siye no wo mo akire no esanse ne weapons ana se netuo ena ne bai fa ye ya wodi kodi sabonfo sam no na yase teacher unions a womo wataki no se de womo declare strike o womo so mo de na miensa na ekọ strike no esanse se de ekro no enye womo hu ne se bambon samu a aposifo na sabambofo ede ma schools ahodo wataki no womo hweda miemu enti etuate na womo te no ye kire no mbeye no ebe ma mpanifo hu so mani abrepa womo bambo ensemo.
Breaking news in Turkey, where police say an 8th grade student shot and killed 9 people today. This marks the country's second school attack in just 2 days. Officials there say the student came to school with 5 weapons in his bag, walked into a class of 5th graders, and opened fire. At least 20 other people were injured in this attack. Turkish media says the shooter's father has since been detained. Today's shooting comes just 1 day after 16 people were wounded in a separate incident at a high school about 3 hours away. Security footage shows students running from the 18-year-old gunman in that shooting. These have been extremely rare in Turkey until this week. The country has strict gun laws which require licensing, registration, and mental and criminal background checks to get a gun.
Ebo Franketwa and woman for two no de akogina baby suku a woman na chese woman to two no we de whole 8th grade and no de two ekọ ya okototo yenye two ba ko nya mienu enum 5 and utumi e de ko ye ebusua yansam no ha and ye di ni nyina esi news.apmedia.gh.com o sabeka online stories no sanso ni Facebook and YouTube handle ni APTVGH TikTok, Instagram, and X and video news AP Media _GH. Mamenya would it and cray. Happy glorious birthday to Kwame TT, member of Bantamaki Fed Club. Yeah, just Nadamfo Mama Rosemont Asari, and also a member or Bantamaki Fed Club Yemo, and so or Duisburg, Germany. And we say and wish Kwame TT a happy birthday. A man was saying a man of Quatentia and Wadin womb. Now, oh, here, can say, man, a kuma swadini na embremo. Me am so more Cassian and Ken Kai Mumidi and a boss lady. Afia Kyem Agyemang na ene bukwada. I want to say commentary ever call a Real Madrid and a fay Bayern Munich. One more and a dessa. A good kind see ever shashunti commentary ebeba wakwem ya no hia kepoku ene na beja forward bra me so so ye madam nyina ma say ama momo ene hwe eniti